Hello, everyone. Welcome to this second episode of Outsourced CFO's most common gap analysis risks. Outsourced CFO provides performance financial gap analysis reports for many, many companies. And what we've come to realize is that the same issues keep popping up. So this is the second episode of me talking about some of those common issues. My name is Uwais Asmal, and I'm the head of advisory services at Outsourced CFO. One thing that's very important is compliance with laws and regulations. I know it sounds obvious, but you'll be surprised how many businesses are not compliant with the Income Tax Act or the Companies Act. For example, in terms of the Companies Act, financial statements need to be submitted 6 months after year end, and the Income Tax Act, 12 months after year end. And a lot of businesses don't do this, and what happens is penalties and interest are levied by SARS. If you're getting penalties and interest by SARS, you're just throwing money away. Also, it affects your cash flow. So, I mean, you need to avoid unnecessary outflows like that. Another thing that's often non-compliant is minutes of directors meetings or hosting annual general meetings. You need to have one, even if it's one shareholder, you need to have one annual general meeting every year. Also, if you're paying dividends, you need to declare the dividend. And the only way to declare that is to have an annual general meeting and a directors meeting at that. There are also other requirements in terms of the Companies Act, in terms of paying a dividend. Are you aware of that? And if you're not, you need to speak to your accountants. Workman's compensation, a lot of companies don't pay workman's compensation, even though they should be. Don't think just because you're a SaaS business or a tech business that you don't need to pay workman's compensation. It just might mean that your fees are a lot less, but you're still liable for something. So you need to check with your accountants or check why you haven't been paying that, because if you're not compliant to the Department of Labor, um, if an issue comes up, especially in COVID-19, you might not be covered. And then some companies, although they pay UIF to SARS, they don't submit monthly UIF to the Department of Labor. So that's something you need to follow up with. Management reports. It's strange. Management reports should be used as a decision-making tool, and companies sometimes don't even have monthly management reports. You should have management reports on a monthly basis to make decisions. Sometimes companies only use it, maybe they have annual financial statements that they submit for compliance purposes, but they don't use it. They don't use it for decision-making purposes. Not using management reports is like fighting with one arm behind your back. And that's why it's also important to have timely management reports. For example, what we do is for our clients, we send out management reports 10 working days after month end, so that it's timely information that they can use to make decisions going forward. That's the value coming out of management reports. And then accounting system issues. Lots of companies have outdated desktop accounting systems. All your accounting is on one computer. If that computer crashes, all the accounting information is gone. Or if you are not at office, you have no access to your accounting system. That's why we talk a lot about zero cloud accounting, because you can sit on the beach somewhere on the other side of the world and have access to it. We promote zero as well because there are plugins for many different parts of businesses. For example, inventory, because a lot of systems are not integrating, and you need to have a fully integrated system in order not to waste time. And time is, as you know, valuable, probably most valuable to entrepreneurs. Sometimes your management accounts also, or your accounting system is prepared and recorded by third parties who have no interest in your business, and that will affect you because that can affect your decision making. And those are the three issues that we're talking about today. Stay tuned for the next episode. We will talk about the next few issues. Thank you very much.
Hey, Lo here, one of the founders of Outsourced CFO. If you enjoyed this video, make it official. Click subscribe.